Yo, what up though? It's been a minute and so much has happened and there's so much to catch up on. I want to catch up on the major sports that are happening in Zimbabwe, things that I feel that you need to know about. So I want to talk about rugby, I want to talk about cricket, and I want to talk about hockey as well as football. But football is going to take a lot of time and I want to be as quick as possible just to give you the main bullet points of boom, boom, boom. This is what's happening here, this is what's happening there. All right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to quickly talk about rugby, cricket, and hockey, and then we'll talk about football in a part two. Let's start with cricket, and the big thing was the test match between England and Zimbabwe, the first one in England in 22 years. And it was a 4-day test. Zimbabwe got done in 3 days by an innings and 45 runs. It was embarrassing, but it wasn't like embarrassing. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense to me, especially considering what I was expecting. And a positive was Brian Bennett scoring the fastest ever Test 100 by a Zimbabwean. He scored that Test 100 in 97 balls. But shout out to the diaspora community, the ones who went out to Nottingham and watched that match at Trent Bridge. You guys brought the Right, so Zimbabwe Sports Catch Up Part 2. In Part 1, I spoke about hockey, rugby, and cricket. You can go back and watch that. In this video, I'm specifically going to talk about Zimbabwe football. And I was just thinking about it. The schedule for Zimbabwe's Kaswalaga Premier Soccer League match day 15 is not out yet. So I'll wait for that schedule to come out and we'll talk about the fixtures, and then I'll also update you on where things stand on the domestic front, who's leading the log, and some of the storylines coming out of our local league. So what instead we're going to do in this video is that we're going to talk about the Zimbabwe Warriors who are in action on two fronts. So we've got a team out in South Africa for the COSAFA Cup, and then we've got a team in Morocco, Casablanca, for two friendly matches. Let's start with the one in Casablanca. At the moment, we've got the FIFA June international window, and prior to the window, FIFA had announced that Zimbabwe was going to be taking on Burkina Faso and Niger. First match was this past Friday against Burkina Faso, and we lost 2-0. Burkina Faso outclassing us in the first half, and then Zimbabwe was slightly better in the second half. But on paper, I think this match pretty much went according to script. Burkina Faso are ranked higher than us. They are number 12 in Africa, 65 in the world. We are 30 in Africa, 100